So today I'm going to do my everyday carry video, or EDC video as some people like to refer it to as. My EDC is not going to be, I've got a load of knives on my belt and around my neck and laced into my boots. No, it's just going to be simple, fairly minimalist, everyday carry video. Start off my everyday carry knife, Spyderco UK pen knife. I love this blade, been carrying it for a while now, I think I've had it since Christmas. It's held up really nicely, cuts like an absolute beast, and it's UK carry legal. So I've been carrying that. If I'm going into a more sheeple area, so somewhere more populated, I'll probably carry a Swiss Army knife. This is a Victorinox Tinker. It's got 2 layers and the Phillips driver rather than the corkscrew traditionally found. Next, in my front right pocket, I keep my iPhone 4. Yeah, there are more recent phones, there are better phones, but I like this. I've got it in the Magpul Executive Field Case, which is held up quite well. Really like it. It's nice and thin. I had an Otterbox on here before, and that thing was just bulky. It would sort of stick to my pocket because it was rubber, and it would just like you could see how much it just printed. I might do a comparison, comparing the Magpul case to the Otterbox, but unfortunately that does not have as much protection as the Otterbox, the Magpul does. But it's nice and thin, and it's a decent case. Okay, front left, my EDC light is a Coast, don't know if you can see that, Coast G19. It takes one AAA battery. This is a rechargeable AAA battery, because I don't like buying disposables, but it's a decent EDC light, it's more of an inspection light, because it's got a fairly small beam and not a lot of throw to it. It doesn't really flood, but for just looking at stuff every day, it's really quite good. It's cheap too. I'm thinking maybe get a Phoenix LD02, I think I'm looking at, or the LD09. Depends really what I want at the time. But I'm looking at the LD02 because that also takes a single AAA, but it's more powerful than the Coast. Also, just a Bic lighter. Nothing fancy, just an ordinary mini Bic, nice and small, and they work pretty much every time. My pen. I carry a Fisher Space Pen. I absolutely love this pen. Writes really smooth. It always works. And the cartridges for it are a bit expensive. The Fisher Space Pen refills, but it's not a bad pen. It's also nice and small for easy carrying. I don't have a clip on that. And also with the light, that has a clip on it, but I put it in my pocket. I've already got this clip to my pocket. I don't need a ton of clips sticking out. And finally, the keys. I have a paracord lanyard on here just for easy grabbing. Just standard keys. And on here I've got a Victorinox Classic with one of the scales come off, and it doesn't have the toothpick or tweezers. I found it a car boot sale for 50p, so I just said I'd rather spend 50p and get this old one rather than spend £12 on one, because it's a fairly small knife and I don't use it a whole lot, but it does have the scissors, which I really like. A small little knife blade, which is it's better than nothing, but again, I'd rather have my EDC knife. It's also got a nail file, which is also quite useful. That's everything in my front pockets. Move to my back right pocket. My wallet. Just a simple leather wallet that I keep. I bought it in Primark for about £6. It's not an expensive wallet, but it's nice and thin. You know, I don't like a big bulky wallet, you know, like some people have, and you know, you see their pocket bulging out like that. I don't like that. Nice thin wallet. It's held up well. I've had it since early last year, I think I got it. And when I'm at school, obviously, when I'm at school, I don't carry any blades or anything. I don't carry as much, and I don't carry the lighter either. But at school, it's really good at school for carrying in the front pocket. Like this, if you like to wear your wallet in your front pocket, this is a good wallet for that. I don't know if you can still find them at Primark, but that's where I got it. Also, in here, I think everybody in the UK should probably get one of these. And what this is like a little shopping token. And basically, you use this in place of £1. So, you know, you're going to the gym. I use this a lot for the gym lockers. You know, I never have a £1 coin with me. But the good thing about this is I can't spend this. I've always got this. You know, I've always got my wallet, so this is always in it. It's really useful to have. Last thing I carry every day, notebook. This is a simple Poundland notebook. Nothing fancy. I write things down in it, you know, slip it in my back left pocket. You know, it's not thick, it's not big. I like to doodle and stuff, you know, just draw ridiculous faces. But it's also very useful to have a notebook so you can write down, you know, bank details if you need them. Well, I don't suggest doing that. You can write down passwords, which I also don't suggest, but if you're forgetful like I am, there you go. Okay, that's pretty much it. Occasionally, I do sometimes, if I'm on my bike, I'll put this in my backpack. It's a Gerber suspension multi-tool. But the thing is, it is a locking blade, but I've basically dulled down the blade. So I've filed down the edge, so nobody can conceivably call that a knife. You know, because this will not cut. I'm pushing really hard on the blade. Pushing really hard. Yeah, it's doing nothing. And as far as the serrated blade goes, you know, it's a fish descaler as far as anyone else is concerned. But this is really useful to have on a bike. You know, you got like pliers, which I've used a couple of times to I can't remember. I think it was to tighten. I forget what I used to tighten, but I know I used it to tighten something on my bike. And the screwdriver. My back light. When you have to change the batteries in it, you have to unscrew it. And this is really good for that. So, yeah, it's a 2D Phillips, but you know, it works. However, what I don't like is the flathead is really thick, so it can be a bit difficult to use. And the saw's just a joke. This is not going to cut anything. You know, it's thick, it's short, it's not useful for anything. I'd rather they put a file of the same size. That'd be really good. I'd love that. And I have a red Sharpie in there, red mini Sharpie. Okay, so that's it for my everyday carry. I don't carry an awful lot. I don't carry a gun or anything because we can't have handguns here. But yeah, let me know what your EDCs are in the comments. You know, tell me what I should add. You know, if you have any suggestions for a good EDC, like I'm looking at the moment for a new everyday carry light. Not too expensive, like nothing like over £40, which is stretching it a bit, but ideally under £30, but still a good EDC light. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.